I couldn't resist. I got a message from a dear friend, Salena. This is for you. So Salena asked me, she's having back pain, and she was told by, I'm assuming her doctor, that she needs to do yoga to help with her back pain. So Salena, these tips are geared toward you and your question about yoga. I don't know how much you all know, but I just got certified as a yoga instructor. Yay, I'm excited. So this is right up my alley. I enjoy talking about yoga. I love it. So bring your questions. I love questions. It helps me figure out where to take you guys, because sometimes I don't even know what you want to hear. I just pick things out of the blue that I find interesting and I post. So I'm super grateful for Salena for this question on how to help with your back pain, how yoga can help you with your back pain. Some moves that you can do. Cat-cow, which I'll show you, I'll demonstrate in a minute. Thread the needle, child pose, downward facing dog, pigeon, bridge, knees to chest, and recline spinal twist, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to demonstrate what those look like. I highly recommend you not do these until your back feels better. Right now, if you're experiencing any inflammation, I definitely recommend let it subside before you do some of these, or do these poses slowly as you can. There's no rush. Your body will still feel the benefit of the poses even if you do it in a slow motion, okay? Fast is not always better. Slow motion is actually where it's at right now, okay? Let's do something simple, child pose. So you're gonna get on your hands and knees. And you know what, I'm gonna take my shoes off. You should never do yoga with your shoes on. I was just on the treadmill, so that's why I have my shoes on. And you should take off your socks, as it helps you with your balance as much as possible. And let me just start off by saying your feet are the foundation of your life. So I always begin with a lot of that. Try to spread out your toes often. Your feet, we stick our feet in our shoes all the time and never think about it. It's important that you actually flex your feet, move your toes to get circulation going, and you actually feel better. You'll help many more ailments like your knees and your thighs. So that said, let's go ahead and go into cat-cow. So I want your arms, your shoulder, right, stacked on your wrist. And I want your hands spread out, your fingers spread out. And you're slowly going to arch your back and dip your head in. And really push from the ground. Push the ground away from you. And then slowly rise your head and exhale. Your tailbone is coming up. And then inhale. Your trunk, your abdomen is pushed in as far as it can go. And you're pushing away from the ground. And then come back. Exhale. And really make your neck long and look up. And really stick that butt out. You're going to feel some release in your back. And then come back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. From this position, go ahead and slowly rise into your downward facing dog. I want your knees to still be bent. I want you to grip with your palm. I want you to grip the ground. I want you to cup your hands so you're like in claw fashion. You'll get a better grip and you'll help release the pain from your wrist. So you'll notice my palm is suction cupped to the floor, but my knuckles are up. And I'm putting pressure to move my thumb and my index finger closer. But I'm not doing it. I'm just making it look like it. And push your hips away. Make sure I'm in frame. Hips away. And then try to bring your heels to the back of the room. And keep your knees bent. Your arms should be straight out. And your abdomen, your abs should be tucked in. And your hips to the sky. This helps alleviate a lot of back pain. You can come back to all fours. And then I'm gonna, thread the needle. So thread the needle is so freaking awesome. It's very easy. So with your left hand underneath your right arm, and you're gonna put your left shoulder to the ground. Nice and easy. And then your head to the ground. This is a twist, so make sure that your back is in better shape. I wouldn't do this right now if you're in pain, but it will definitely help release a lot of your discomfort. And breathe into this pose. Again, this is helping relieve your back pain. It's a twist. Come back up, and your right hand underneath your left arm. Breathe into this pose. Come back up. That will help alleviate some of your back pain. Child pose. I love child pose. Because of my knees, I have a wider stance in my legs because of my knees. You don't have to do it as wide as I do it, but I do it. The point in this is to reach, not to just dump, but to reach. And relax. Very nice relaxing pose. Again, it's about reaching. Don't just dump. So that's the child pose. Do downward facing dog. Bridge. Sounds really stupid, but bridge will help alleviate your back pain too. So, feet on the ground, hands on the ground, and slowly rise your hips into a bridge. Try to get your shoulders underneath your back. When you can do this successfully, go ahead with your hands and put them behind, grab your hands behind your back and do this. And try to get your shoulders onto your back as much as possible. And then you can release. And then go back up again. It's a good one for your back. Let's do the spinal twist. So recline spinal twist. This is, be very careful if you're experiencing back pain. But basically you're bringing your right leg across your body to the left. And you're going to put your gaze to the right. And you're going to just slowly breathe in and out. You can tuck it in or you can push it out. It's entirely up to you. And it's a slow twist. You're going to feel it in your back. And come back to center. Put your leg down and bring the left leg up. And twist to the right. And look to the left. It seems so easy. It seems so, uncomplicated, but it does wonders for your body. And you put this into a sequence, and your body's going to love it. Your back is going to love you. Maybe I'll do a sequence pretty soon. Let's see how they go, with time and everything. Breathe into this pose. I want you to feel it right here in the lower back. Come back to center. Both knees up. And then I want your knees to your chest. This helps alleviate the back pain as well. And breathe into this pose. Okay, so let's do one more. Pigeon. Pigeon is a little bit more complicated. Pigeon, I want to make sure you can see my whole body in this frame. Okay, so I want your feet, your toes tucked in when you do pigeon. I don't want them flat. I want them tucked in and activated. For pigeon, let's start with the left. So the left foot is going to come up in front. And some people can do it horizontal across. That's not the point. You can do whatever you can, whatever feels best for you. I can't do a straight horizontal because of my knee. So I do as much as I can, and this foot is flexed as much as possible. My pinky toe is pressed to the ground. It's activated. My back foot is activated. I'm in frame. And then I walk my knee back. And I'm going to walk my hands forward. And I want my trunk to come to the floor as much as possible. This leg is activated. And you slowly have to get in this pose. You can't just automatically get in this pose. You're going to hurt yourself. So you need to slowly get into it. This is pigeon. There's a few variations that I want you to do. One is come up top. Your back leg is fired up. My front leg is fired up. You're going to feel that in your back. Then slowly come back down. And I want you to slowly push that right knee back. In this pose, your left butt cheek, your left hip, I want you to push it back when you're in this position. Your left hip is going to be pushed back. So when I'm here, my job is to push that hip back. It's a hip opener too. It's not just for your back, but it's a hip opener. You're going to feel, to me it feels good, but some people would like, that hurts, but it's a good feeling of pain. Slowly rise on up. And do the opposite leg. So the right leg goes in. The left leg is activated. This right hip, my right butt cheek, I'm pushing back to the right. I'm pushing it behind me. My trunk, my abdomen is coming as close to the floor as I possibly can get it. And I'm moving my left knee and my leg back as far as I can. I'm not just dumping into this pose. I am actually working to make this pose activated. A lot of runners like to do the pigeon pose. So again, you can start here on top. I'm using a lot of my leg strength to support me. And then I come back down. I'm pushing my right hip back, opening that hip, strengthening my chest. Perfect. Come back into downward dog, just shake it out. Salena, I hope this helps you. Hi, everyone's watching. I hope this helps you. Again, we did the cat-cow, we did thread the needle, child pose, downward facing dog, we did the pigeon, we did the bridge, and we did knees to chest, and we did the recline spinal twist. Any questions, let me know. I'm here for you guys. I hope this helped. Namaste.